So one stomach feels heavy is sogi toburu kada. One stomach feels heavy. In buffet.
It's the script is not on my screen. It's gone off.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Prepare. Oh, buffet.
Buffet.
Is
Yeah.
buffet. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it's buffet.
Let's
Nomu
introduce ourselves.
You wait to Mac?
Buffet.
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 Buffet. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wait, we have a feedback. Hold on.
I can't play Wait. Was that mine? Was that mine?
Wait, we have a feedback. Hold on. Wait.
Hey, was that mine? Was that mine? Was that mine?
Wait, we have a feedback. Hold on. Wait.
네 말투가 정말 싫어. 말투가.
All right, sorry about that. I had to mute the live stream. And here we go. Do you see this? This is what we're supposed to be looking at. Okay. So let's introduce ourselves. Hi everybody, this is Ronella. We are doing our recording of GLEx2020 podcast. And GLEx2020 is a global language exchange community established in 2020. And I've been studying Korean for almost 2.5 years now. And there's just so many sources to learn from on the internet, and even my own books that I haven't even touched. But the thing that helped me the most to improve my Korean was studying with you guys. When we started the podcast, that propelled my Korean language acquisition, actually. So since July 2020, when we established GLEx, that's when my language acquisition improved. Sanchita, go ahead.
Hello everyone, this is Sanchita from India. I have been studying Korean since 8 months now, and I met Ranella in June 2020 when we didn't know how to speak Korean. But we started talking to each other on Messenger call and decided to make a podcast to document our mistakes. And that's how we establish this community where we can meet with people around the world who are studying Korean language and who have the same struggles as us, and yet have a passion for studying languages, right? And meeting people around the world at the same time. So thank you all for joining us today.
Yep. Rose, please introduce yourself.
안녕하세요. 로즈입니다. 미국 사람이에요. 3 또는 4년 전에 한국어로 공부하는 시작했어요. 하지만 most of what I learned is since I joined GLEx. So 만나서 반갑습니다.
Okay, we also have Zarina here.
Hi, everybody. This is Zarina. I'm from Singapore. I've been studying Korean for just over 2 years, and I first met Ranella on LKIC group chat, and then we took it off group and we started to chat with each other on a private messenger, and then she started podcast through Anchor, and it was just the four of us then. It was Ranella, Sanchita, Rose, and myself. And now it's become GLEx2020, and it has evolved into this live YouTube streaming. So it's really cool. So it's been nice to improve and to chat with other Korean learners all over the world. So 만나서 반갑습니다.
감사합니다, Zarina 씨. And we also have Feliciano.
여러분 안녕하세요. Hello everyone. 펠리샤노입니다. I'm Feliciano. 한국어를 공부한 지 3년 됐어요. It's been 3 years now since I've been studying Korean. 만나서 반갑습니다. Nice to meet you.
Yes, and we also, oh, did you say where you're from?
Philippine Manila에 살아요. I live in Manila, Philippines.
감사합니다. And we also have
네,
G.
감사합니다.
Ooh, we have Najma joining the call too. Go ahead, D. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I'm Diana from Indonesia. Nice to meet you.
And just joining in, we have Najma. Najma, please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, this is Najma from Zambia. I started learning Korean 2020 December, September, somewhere there, and that's the time I met the GLEx family. So 여러분 만나서 반가워요.
네, 반가워요. I'm so happy you guys are all here today, and this is the script we're doing. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold up.
네.
Okay.
보여요.
So the words are difficult because actually this is a script that Koreans use to learn English. So when we're reading it, it's much harder, but for them it's easier for them. But we're trying it anyway because it has both Korean and English. And what we're gonna do is go in a round and read the script. Whoever starts A, and then B, and whoever is B becomes A, and then the next person follows. You guys start first because it's so loud on my side. I don't want to.
Could
Can
you
we have a
maybe,
list?
could someone make a list?
Who all are here today? Shall I make a list?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. Oh, Ranella is making. Okay, let's start.
Can you move the little, yes, thank you. So then we can see.
Okay, let's start. 소화가 안 돼서 속이 더부룩해.
구입해서 너무 많이 먹지 말아야 했어.
내가 내가 가자고 해서 간 거잖아.
네가 과식한 걸 내 탓으로 털이지 마.
다이어트라도 하던지 해야겠다.
더 이상 못 참겠어. 네 말투가 정말 싫어. It just sounds so rude. Anyway,
I
okay.
know, it does sound so rude. That's what I said.
Okay.
Let's
With
do
English.
English as well. Yeah.
So now
so
I'll be
Aga,
B, right?
we'll do English first.
Or
Good
English?
English. 소화가 안 돼서 속이 더부룩해. My stomach feels heavy from indigestion.
뷔페에서 너무 많이 먹지 말아야 해서. You shouldn't have eaten so much at the buffet.
내가 가자고 해서 간 거잖아. You talked me into going there.
네가 과식한 걸 내 탓으로 털이지 마. Don't blame me for you eating too much.
다이어트라도 하던지 해야겠다. I need to go on a diet or something.
더 이상 못 참겠어. 네 말투가 정말 싫어. I can't take it anymore. I hate the way you talk. Oh, that's so rude. That's so rude.
I know, even in English it is rude.
It sounds so rude. In
God.
Korean, I don't know, but English, I'm like, you just don't talk to people like that. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't say that to someone.
Maybe they're like a couple, but even still, cringe.
Even still. No, even still. In English, too. No.
Like,
No.
You want to be punched? Yes.
Okay, so
are they being sarcastic? But
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay,
all right,
so.
go ahead.
Okay. 소화가 안 돼서 속이 더부룩해.
뷔페에서 너무 많이 먹지 말아야 했어.
네가 가자고 해서 간 거잖아.
네가 과식할 걸 네 탓으로 두리지 마.
다이어트라도 하든지 해야겠다.
더 이상 못 참겠어. 네 말투가 정말 싫어. I have no idea what I said.
I know how you feel.
I'm just tripping over the words. Okay, so it's
Right,
so it's,
because you
me.
never heard them before.
Yeah, the words are new to me, so
Yeah.
my tongue is not kind of all just tongue twisted. Okay,
What we can do is after we all read, we can break down the Korean. Feliciano and Zarina, go ahead.
Okay. 소화가 안 돼서 속이 더 부룩해.
뷔페에서 너무 많이 먹지 말아야 했어.
네가 가자고 해서 간 거잖아.
네가 과식한 걸 내 탓으로 돌리지 마.
다이어트라도 하던지 해야겠다.
이상 못 참겠어. 네 말투가 정말 싫어.
Did you guys want to read it with the English also? Would it feel better to read it in English and then the translation in Korean?
Okay.
Let's try.
I don't think we need to.
Okay. So next is Feliciano and Diana.
Okay. 소화가 안 돼서 속이 더부룩해.
뷔페에서 너무 많이 먹지 말아야 했어.
네가 가자고 해서 간 거잖아.
내가 과식한 걸 내 탓으로 돌리지 마.
다이어트라도 하든지 해야겠다.
더 이상 못 참겠어. 내 말투가 정말 싫어.
And now Diana and Najma.
소화가 안 돼서 속이 더부룩해.
뷔페에서 너무 많이 먹지 말아야 했어.
내가 가자고 해서 간 거잖아.
내가 과식한 걸 내 탓으로 돌아지 마.
다이어트라도 하던지 해야겠다.
더 이상 못 참겠어. 내 말투가 정말 싫어.
All right, just bear with the noise from my side. Okay, you're A, I'm B.
오케이. 수학과 앉아서 숙이 더부룩해.
뷔페에서 너무 많이 먹지 말아야 했어.
내가 가지고 해서 간 거잖아.
네가 과식한 걸 내 탓으로 돌리지 마. 네. 돌리지 마.
다이어트라도 하던지 해야겠다.
더 이상 못 참겠어. 네 말투가 정말 싫어. 수화가 안 돼서 쓰기 더부룩해.
I should be B?
Sanchita is B.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Can you start?
Okay.
Ranjan.
수화가 안 돼서 쓰기 더부룩해.
뷔페에서 너무 많이 먹지 말아야 했어.
네가 가자고 해서 건 거잖아.
내가 과식한 걸 내 탓으로 돌리지 마.
다이어트라도 하든지 해야겠다.
더 이상 못 참겠어. 내 말투가 정말 싫어.
Okay, that completed everybody, right? Except I messed up with Najma because I think I skipped this line and then went over to this line. Look at the flower. I'm sorry about that. Okay, want to try to break down the text?
I think just some of the words that's not familiar. Like the first sentence is the 더부룩해.
Okay.
더부룩해. Is it actually 더 and then 부룩해 is one word, or is it the whole word is one word? The whole 4 characters one word.
Earlier, I
더부룩해.
looked up the dictionary and it says that it is a one word. Toburokada.
더부룩하다 is one word.
Yes, one word.
Okay.
It means to feel heavy, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so the second sentence is quite clear. The buffet, no more money. That means you shouldn't 먹지 말아야 했어요. I told you not to eat. 너무 많이. I told you not to eat too much. At the buffet. Bloated. Feel bloated.
I think it's not in that second line. I told you not to eat too much. It's not mal as in word. It's like 먹지 마, 먹지
먹지 말,
먹지 마,
말.
don't eat. 하지 마, 먹지 마. It's that and Maria. So the iya heso is should do something.
Shouldn't have, yeah. Shouldn't
Right,
have.
you shouldn't have. It's a
Yeah,
complicated.
It's
Right.
like you should have stopped
Maraya heso.
eating a lot.
You shouldn't have eaten too much. Yeah. Maraya heso.
So
Okay, where were we? Oji kaji hesto. Yo. You shouldn't have eaten so much.
Yeah, it's literally that.
Uh-huh. You talked me into going there. Niga, kaja go. Okay, kaja to go.
Why that?
Niga kaja to go. Heso gon go chana.
My eyebrow.
You made me do it. You made me go.
What that guy's name?
It's like I went because you said let's go. Yes. And it's like gasoyo but I think what should I say? They emphasize the fact, so it becomes the fact that I did. It's because you said let's do it. Yes. Can go. Can got. Can go. And then Jana is like I'm telling you or reminding you of something.
Something that you should already know. That's on the.
That you it's like you already know it, but I'm still reminding you, something like that. And it's kind of rude if you use it with the wrong person. You have to say it only with someone you are close with.
Well, we've already established that this conversation is a bit rude, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have to be between people who are very close to each other for you to speak
very
in this,
close. Either
this
siblings or lovers or best friends. I don't know.
Especially the one with ta ending. That's plain.
Panmal.
Yeah, kaya get.
Oh, with the ta ending, usually it's when you're talking to yourself, right?
Yes, or in the
the
workplace, someone of a higher position is talking to someone of a lower position. It's formal, distant, and cold. That kind of feeling.
Okay, are we at the next sentence? Niga Guashikan call 다이더라도 하던지 해야겠다.
What was that thing that we learned today with Korean with Dream? There's a word, kapsul. when a higher position mistreats somebody at a lower position. Kapsul. Were you listening?
Kabul,
Bill?
Kabul, Kap and Ul,
Kapul.
Kabul.
Kapchil. Kapchil.
Yeah, Kap chill. It's
Kapchil.
the combination of Kap and then the chill is like an act,
Like this.
action.
Kapchil.
No, the soft chill.
Chill.
Yes. Kap chill. Hada.
And then what else, Serena? Were you?
Oh, the sentence before that, the don't blame me for eating too much. Niga guashikan kol ne that hasaro tulijima.
Tulijima is probably don't blame me, but
Yeah, it's Thasuro. Together is don't blame me. Blaming someone is Thasuro Turli.
Pat is
Yeah.
fault. Pat, I know that word. It's the title of
Pat,
the
yes,
poem
yes.
book. Look on it,
Pat.
Fault or blame.
To blame.
And Tolida is like to spin or to turn. It's like you are turning the blame instead towards you towards me, something like that.
Ah, hasro tulijima.
Those
Yeah,
like,
that makes
like
sense.
pointing the fingers at somebody
At
else,
me,
is it?
it's like
Me.
don't point finger on me,
Mm.
something like that.
Mm.
And guashikata must be to overeat.
Guashik is actually snack.
Gua is over or too much, and shik is food. So
Food.
Yes,
eating, overeating.
eating.
Overeating.
Yeah, excessive
Guashik.
eating.
Excessive eating, yes.
Nika guashikan.
Is it related to guaja?
No,
No, it's
they
not.
have a different Chinese spelling. Kwaja and Kwashik.
Gua
Yes.
is anything over, like over speeding. You use gua something, and anything that you do over too much. And shik is eat.
You guys know a lot.
I asked so many things to my language exchange partner. So these are from that. I asked the same doubts to him. He cleared those for me.
Me, I'm just like, let's get this over with.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
you guys just
I have
know
no
a lot.
idea.
I'm so impressed.
I'm like, I have no idea what I just said. I'm
I
always
was
like that.
asking these doubts. That's
For
why I
me-
know about it.
Oh yeah, so I learned about myself is that you cannot tell me what it is. I need to be exposed to it at least 4, 5, 6, 7 times before it like clicks in my brain. He's like, "Did you remember the words we said yesterday?" I said, "Absolutely not." And he's like, "What phrase did you learn from yesterday?" Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you do have to hear it lots of times. So that on the last line where it says isang, that word means so many different things. I mean, it's in like isangada, but isang is also like ideal. Like I see that word when people talk about their ideal type. So what does it mean here?
Toisang. Toisang. Toisang.
Yeah. Toisang mo chamke.
Toisang is no longer.
No longer.
Can no longer.
Tho is longer. Isang.
To no
Tho.
longer.
Toisang.
Toisang. I can no
Yeah.
longer.
I think
stand
it's
it.
chamda is like to suppress. Remember the story about the Myeonori.
Yes, the
Yes. I
the
can no
farting
longer
daughter-in-law was holding in her fart.
I can
Chamke.
no longer hold it or suppress it or tolerate it.
Mm.
I can no longer hold this in.
So I get mal is word, so maltu must be just like way of speaking or something.
Yeah, way of speaking, right? So speaking style or something like that. Way of speaking. Marthu.
It's so weird to like break it down from the Korean side because every time I'm helping a Korean person understand the English. So we talk about the English and other expressions in English, and now we switched it up and are learning about the Korean part.
Mm.
Are there any other questions or
없어요.
없어요. 감사합니다.
It's very late for Zarina already.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had my space is needed for another language class in a different language,
Okay.
so I'm getting kicked out.
Okay, we can continue later.
Okay.
Thank you.
안녕히
Thank you for joining us
계세요.
today.
감사합니다,
네,
루시.
감사합니다.
다음에
안녕히
봐요.
가세요.
다음 주
다음에
봐요.
봐요.
다음 주
네,
봐요.
다음 주 봐요.
먼저.
안녕히 계세요.
네, 안녕히
안녕히
계세요.
계세요.
안녕히 가세요. Sorry. 안녕히 가세요.
So, can I take this off now? Do you need a screenshot?
Wait, yeah, I'll screenshot. Okay, done.
All right. And
We're still live on YouTube.
yep, we're still live because we wanted to talk about GLEx 2020.
Okay, sure. About the
Right.
privileges? Yeah, let's talk about it.
So I'm gonna stop sharing this one, and we could just have us on. I mean, is it only my face that shows up on YouTube? Since y'all
Yes.
don't have.
my internet is not working, so I have to keep my video off. Otherwise, I won't be able to join.
Maybe with Rose. I think Rose turned her camera on.
Yeah, I had my camera and Rose had her camera on, but I'm wondering what shows up on live. But what I wanted, okay, so I was inspired to write this or to talk about it because we're recruiting teachers for GLEx 2020, right? And my goodness, this little guy is so loud next to me, but it's part of life and we just keep rolling with it. So yeah, the other privilege that I wanted to talk about is, some people can study in a quiet space and a dedicated space and others don't. And having a classmate like me can be distracting to so many people. But here at GLEx 2020, we accept everybody. So anybody can study with us, even if you have the kind of situation that I have. You have a child that's very excited right next to you talking. Unfortunately, I'm the host, so I can't really mute myself. And most of the people that do join us, they can mute themselves and then participate via typing on chat or something like that. So I kind of feel sorry that you guys have to hear and see this. But I don't know what else to do. Yeah, that turtle is cute.
So we can talk about our programs, right?
Yeah.
Why we are conducting affordable programs and why do we want to make language learning accessible? So
Yeah.
we are aware that studying with GLEx 2020 comes with privileges that like having internet access and having a computer or phone, and then being able to read the PDFs that we provide, right? And we also recognize and are grateful for the benefits of being a global community, because we normally would not be able to afford classes with native Koreans and study with global citizens from many different time zones. And we're also aware of your struggles and are grateful for your efforts to study Korean despite them. So that's what we that's what we're going to talk about, right? Mm. And we are breaking time barriers, physical space barriers, and cultural barriers, and learning Korean together. As we grow, we realize that we are accomplishing our mission and vision of creating accessible Korean learning in different ways that we originally intended to. So first we started with a podcast, just talking with each other, with people from all over the world, and practicing from scripts. But we realized that we also needed teachers whom we could learn from. If we have any doubts, we needed someone whom we could get our questions to, right? So that's why we sought many native Koreans who were ready to help us, and that's how our community is now. We have so many native Koreans who want to help us with Korean speaking and um, also solving doubts from time to time. And also have three regular classes, which is super beginner 1 and beginner 2, and intermediate level. So we also want to include more classes. Currently, we only have three classes, but we'll also include more classes in the future.
Did we get disconnected? Are we still live?
Yeah, sorry, my sister called me. So let's talk about it. How we can create more opportunities for people around the world, and how we can make this more accessible to people who do not have internet or who do not have computer, right? So we are open to all the um, changes that you might require to study with us, right? So we just want to make this more accessible. Yeah. Any suggestions are welcome. Feliciano, Sam, Diana, Najma, do you have any experiences, like your personal experiences or your friends' experiences where they were not able to study Korean or any other language? Because we'll be also expanding to other languages. We want to include Tagalog from maybe 15 March or so, and also other languages in the future. So we would like to know more about your experiences with language learning in your own country. First, you can introduce yourself and where you're from and share your experiences, please. Diana?
Can I pass? Or
Okay,
later?
sure.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, Feliciano Sen?
Um, I really don't have much experience with learning a language. I mean, I mostly study by myself,
Mm,
especially before before having Facebook. At
mm-hmm,
that time, when there is no Facebook, I study alone,
mm,
and then no one is no one that I know of is interested, or if they are interested in studying the language that I'm studying, they don't
mm,
have time for that, so I don't have someone to practice with at that time.
right. But now you do, right? So now you know people who
Yes.
are studying Korean. So how did it help you?
Um, it's fun to have friends to study with.
Mm. Did you ever have connectivity problem or something?
What is it?
Did you ever have connectivity problem
Um,
connecting to our sessions?
internet.
Right.
internet problem.
Mm.
I do experience it from time to time, but it really doesn't bother. Um, Most of the time I can connect, and the connection is quite fine as far as I can say.
And do you have any friends who want to study Korean but are not able to um, connect with us?
Yes, I have several of them.
Mm.
The issue with them is the location where they are. Um, the infrastructure in their location is not how do you call it again? Not conducive to have a stable connection for online classes, and it frustrates them.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us. I hope we can do something about it, you know? Yeah.
um,
Maybe use
I
some
hope,
different video conferencing apps or something
but
which will consume
probably
less data.
we should focus on students who live in the urban area because they are more likely having a good internet access.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what we were that's what we started with, you know, like we know that learning languages has privileges. I mean, only privileged people are able to access to internet, and they can study with people from all over the world. But obviously, it comes with privilege. So yeah, that's what I had to say. And Najma, would you like to share some experience?
Oh yeah, okay. Just like Feliciano said, now that we're studying with, other people, we can, like, for example, as for me, I was able to recall some words like, "Ijoporita." I'm like, oh wait, I'm ready to say that or something like that. But then the problem that I have, I think other people might relate to is, some people are busy. For example, I am a college student. I sometimes can't attend most of the classes, so I don't know if there's a way where we can like find or revise at our own on our own time, record a session or something like that. I think that's the only problem I can talk about.
So about is this about the webinars? Right, we
Sorry?
can have webinars, right? So we can have pre-recorded sessions and
Yeah,
webinars
something like
so you can study at your time. Yeah. But the actually our intent to create this committee was to have live sessions, you know, more interaction, because we have so much content online, like through YouTube and all. So we already have that out there. You can learn Korean by yourself by using all these YouTube videos and all. But what you don't have is um, interaction with native Koreans, right? You don't have the opportunities to speak with native Koreans. So that's what we were lacking. That's why we wanted to address that, and
yeah.
that was the main intent of creating this community. But we'll definitely think about this, having pre-recorded sessions and webinars. Yeah. Thank you so much. Anela, anything else do we need to share? Do you have anything to say?
Sarina wanted us to create more specific taglines for our posts because nobody knows what we're offering because our name is ambiguous, right?
Yes.
So our ambiguous name,
Correct.
ambiguous name, doesn't put us in the top of the search
Global
bar or
language
search
exchange bar.
engine
Yeah.
SEO, I guess, search engine optimization is not available to us because of our ambiguous name. And what Sarina suggested was to put like Korean somewhere with our name. So like whenever we post, or even in the description of our community, we need to emphasize that it's Korean study, Korean learning, Korean, in order to attract Korean learners. And yes, we are also developing other languages like Filipino and English and German, but primarily we are a Korean language learning group. So she was saying, focus on that so that we can get more likes and previews and find more students who would like to avail of the services that we have. Because so many people out there are paying a lot of money to other programs, and they're not necessarily okay. You didn't get the badge. Got it. And they're not necessarily being taught by native speakers. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with being taught with a non-native speaker, because we learned so much from Feliciano, Sam. You know what I'm saying? But there really is something. The other guy saying, "I hate summer." I lost my train of thought. So, what was I saying? This is what happens. That says, please remove the snowball. And that guy says gold. You say gold. Help me out here, guys, because I can't think straight. Your mom's calling. Okay, Najma. We'll see you later.
See you. Bye.
But yeah, so adding Korean to our offerings, everything we post, like hashtag Korean learning or Korean as part of the description, will help us be known by people. Okay, this guy really, really wants my attention. So let's wrap it up here. Thanks everybody for being here today. I will see you all later.
감사합니다.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the live stream. I can't